I'm Bianca Red, and I'm here with Mark Katzoff. How you doing today, Mark?
Very nice. I'm in New York, sort of floating around the city for a couple of days, so I'm in a really good mood.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Thank you for joining me. I have a couple questions for you. What inspired you to join a Zoom karaoke group?
Well, before COVID, I was doing live karaoke about 4 or 5 days a week and headed down to New York a couple of times a month to sing there. And with COVID, all of it just went away. So, like everybody else, I was isolated, looking for an outlet, and heard about Zoom through a couple friends and one of the local KJs that was running a Zoom group. So joined that, and they tended to run multiple days a week. So it helped scratch the itch and kept the human connection going.
Exactly. That's very important for our mental health, right? Okay. Tell me about the friends that you made at karaoke.
And it's been pretty much scattered across the country. I mean, I got to know better a couple people that I had met in passing at live karaoke groups here in Boston. And then, as I said, folks all over the place. A couple who knew, much to my surprise, people I knew in places like California or, all around the place.
Yeah, Mark, and I even came to visit you and the Boston folks, and I did a couple days of karaoke with you guys. So that's another great thing. You're traveling around to meet people. I was traveling around to meet people that we wouldn't have met if it wasn't for Zoom karaoke. And now we have these lifelong friendships, and it's amazing. And I got to see Boston, and that was very cool, and meet you in person a couple of times, Mark. Yeah, it was great. What do you think makes Zoom karaoke unique compared to in person karaoke?
You can shut people up quicker. Seriously, seriously, folks. One of the things, one of the advantages of Zoom karaoke is there's always been some limits in terms of the tracks available,
Mm.
because there are artists who aren't licensed commercially and the like. Whereas doing it in Zoom gives you more options for people who've made homemade tracks, and I've probably done hundreds of songs that way that I probably never would have gotten to do in a regular karaoke place.
Yeah, and I know you have made some tracks yourself. I know I have made some tracks myself. So even if it's not available, there's ways nowadays we could create our own karaoke tracks without, having to deal with the KJs don't have our songs in real life. So, yeah, that's another very cool technology thing.
That, and also sort of there's a little bit more flexibility in terms of the scheduling of the shows, as you're kind of not bound to the rules by the club. And
Yep.
if people were enjoying the show, usually there's somebody else who's willing to take over it as host, and they can run into the wee hours of the morning without having to worry about licensing.
Exactly. And sometimes we had karaoke overnight and then it turned into dayoke the next day. Yeah. Some awesome memories from when people didn't have to work or if it's on the weekend. Yeah. All right. Great. How long have you been singing karaoke and what's your favorite all time karaoke memory?
God, I've been singing karaoke for over 30 years. Favorite all-time karaoke memory. At this point, there's probably almost too many to count. Kind of like the time one Halloween when some folks who had gone to see a Rocky Horror Show and all dressed up as Magenta and Columbia came into the karaoke bar and naturally couldn't pass up the opportunity to do the time warp.
Of course. Yeah, last Halloween I dressed up as a devil and I had to sing Devil Inside by NXS. I mean, it's just, what you have to do. And that was
Exactly.
so much
You
fun.
got to take the opportunities when you find them.
Yeah, and there was other devils at the karaoke party, the live karaoke party that I brought on. the stage with me. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and that's how you meet new people, right?
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a new member who's feeling a little shy about singing on Zoom karaoke?
Well, same advice I'd probably give them singing at regular karaoke. At the end of the day, it's all about fun. If you have fun, the audience is going to have fun with you. It doesn't mean you have to have the best voice because Simon Cowell's not hiding out there
Yeah.
looking to screen people for whatever goddamn singing contest he's working for this week. It's really just about letting loose, having fun, and enjoying yourself.
Yeah, it's fun and you know, it's not about being a great singer like you said, and it's just have fun. And people go, "Oh, I don't think I sang that song great." I'm like, "Did you have fun?" Yeah. Well, that's all you need, just to have fun. One
That
last.
and it,
Mhm, go ahead.
sorry, that and as one of my friends often says, don't worry about the bridge because nobody knows the bridge.
Right. That's very true. Very true. That's funny. Okay. One last question for you, Mark. Where do you see the future of Zoom karaoke going?
I mean, that's an interesting question. I mean, one could argue that it's needed less now that we're hopefully permanently back to
Mm-hmm.
semi normal. But at the same time, sort of looking at all the Zoom shows and the people who show up at the Zoom shows, and even my own reaction is that we very much built the community here, and I think people were loath to see that community go away. And there's nights where, I would rather be with the people in the community than the live shows that are available. So I think there's space for it to coexist with live
Mm.
shows still.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Thank you so much for all your feedback, Mark, and thank you for your time. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm sure I'll sing you on karaoke maybe later.
Know about tonight, but I'll be busy, but it'll happen. Thank
All
you.
right. Take care, Mark. Thank you.